Alright, Shalom, Shalom. Call halal Yahaba Shemel Shabbat Shem Bakakadash. Double honors to the apostles at the S. Great millstone, of course. Double salutations to the elect men, women, and children that believe are the 1/3. So, I really wanted, to use my screen recorder, but it's like fucking up. I got this new phone. It's not like recording. I don't know. Maybe when the brother come around, he can adjust it. But I really ain't off for like showing my face like that. But it's all good, some brothers be happy to see me. But I always been around, but they haven't known where I've been, like recently, because my spirit is not as loud as it was like maybe like 5 to 7 years ago, right? So, I'm gonna just film from the visual of you can see me, right? So, I've been meditating on animals, right? Because the scriptures teach us a lot of things. Theodore Roosevelt said, damn, I should have got some water before this lesson. Maybe, hold on right quick. I need to get some water right quick. 1 second. All right, kind. Got the water. Was a little dehydrated, Salakia for that. But this kind of like impromptu a little bit. The Lord sat me down for today as far as like work, plantation, different things. It's coming up to Passover, so I said, why not do a couple videos. So I've been studying animals, right? And the Lord said this Job 12:7. But ask the beasts, and they shall teach thee, and the fowls of the air, and they shall tell thee. Right? But tell you what? Now, they're not going to directly talk to you, right? I mean, some birds, like parrots, even crows, people don't know crows do talk. Like, they mimic you just like a parrot. But you can catch a crow anywhere because they're abundant. Matter of fact, right here in Baltimore, it's like, I be seeing like mad crows. I think I see them more than the ravens. Probably should have been called the Baltimore Crows, because I don't really even see ravens like that down here. Not saying they're not down here, but the crows, they kind of like cousins or close because they got very similar traits. But 12:7, Salakia, because I got notes and everything. Because I'm just meditating on this, but I just chose to share it. But ask not, and they shall teach thee. But what shall they teach you, right? They're not going to talk to you. They're going to teach you. They're going to teach you order. They're going to teach you order on how to live your life. Because eventually we're going to become into a society where there's no order, which is now, where it's anarchy and chaos, and you're going to want to get order in your life. So the best thing to look at to get order, and even some perspectives is fucked up because you got gay lions, gay dogs, and all of that, right? So you still got to use your discretion. But if you want to put order in your life, which I'm trying to do on a higher level, right? I started studying like birds animals and different things on how they move and the things they do. Because it's all like the structure and order of the Lord. And us being Yasharala, like how much greater, you know? So, but now, but ask now the beasts, and they shall teach thee, and the fowls of the air, and they shall tell thee. Or speak to the earth, and it shall teach thee, and the fishes of the sea shall declare unto thee. Who knoweth not all these that the hand of the Lord hath wrought this? Right, so it's order, right? So a lot of things in life just corresponds. Like a fish have a kidney, right? A reproductive system. Pigs have a kidney. Humans have a kidney, right? Now, in different animals, might be way more advanced than another animal. Like pigs are used for like vacuum cleaners. I know y'all see the red cup. You're like, you drink it's water. Them red cups is legendary. But pigs have a different digestive system, and it's stronger. You break down aluminum, all kinds of shit, because they made to be vacuum cleaners of the earth. But if you look at the human body and the organs, a lot of the organs lies in a lot of aspects of life. So the way things operate, you can also add that to your life, but use your discretion, because we are human beings. Not just that, we are Israelites too. So, use your discretion, right? And it's going to be like a series thing, because I can't cram. This will be like 4 or 5 hours long. And for me trying to cram it, I will lose focus and everything. So, one bird I was studying was the eagle. Now, my favorite bird is the yellow warbler. Small, simple bird, but got hella integrity. The yellow warbler. It's a bad motherfucker. If I could capture one of them and look at him for 6 months and let him free, I probably would do it. And study him and just hold them and let them go. Because I don't believe in keeping like pets. I had scorpions, praying mantis, and things like that. But I never kept them like forever, and maybe I shouldn't have kept them in cage, But after a while of owning them, I'll release them, whether it's in like Weekway Park, Branchbrook Park, or in my backyard. I'll release them. Like, you free to go. Nice knowing you. Good luck. That'd be like the mentality. Because like, who the hell wanna? And if one of them die and while I own them, like, I'd be devastated. Like, I wasn't taking care of them and so on, But one thing, let's go into, it's 8 minutes in. Let's go into the eagle. I'm not going to hit like a lot of scriptures, right? Because I want to hit these points. But the eagle flies alone, right? So you got to be able to stand alone, right? Because brothers might only do so much for you. Now, if you got a brother like Jonathan was to David, he gonna go all out for you. But that's rare, right? So if you have that, you are lucky. I'm gonna say you're a lucky motherfucker. A brother that go the distance or just like wild out for you. Your problems is his problems, type thing. I mean, people say that, but like, really, is it that, right? Until those issues arise, a friend can't be known in prosperity, as the scripture says, right? So, as an eagle, the nature of an eagle, it flies alone, but it would get up with other eagles to migrate, to hunt, to find other food sources. So it doesn't have enough pride to where it's like, fuck everybody. It's just me. that lone wolf spirit, like I don't need nobody, right? But you know, if it came down to it, you could stand on your own. It might take a lot from you. It might take a lot of strength from you. But if it came down to it, you could stand on your own. If the whole camp went into the world and it was just you, it's just you and the Lord. And the Lord will send you fruit if need be, right? The eagle do not fly with ravens and crows. Those like the two main birds that agitates an eagle. And what does that mean? Ravens and crows can only fly but so high. So in order for the eagle to chill with them, he got to go to lower altitudes where his wings can't expand as much. It might be really uncomfortable for him down there, right? So what does that mean? Like, yo, you don't want to chill with narrow-minded people, because when you look at the ravens and the crows, they more narrow-minded, they more fearful, they more unbelieving, they more timid, right? So when you hang around people like that, it's going to bring you down. And now, when the eagle, I'm pausing because I just processed this. I've been through this. I've been meditating on this for weeks, but I just processed this information, and I'm still digesting it. It haven't become a part of me yet, where I could just walk around with it, right? But the eagle chilling with ravens and crows, he's not flying at his highest capacity. So he's missing out on all the shit the Lord got for him, because he's chilling with ravens and crows, right? And by you doing that, other eagles lose respect for you. Like, yo, man, what the fuck you doing down there with them? You belong up there, right? That's like a king. That's like Barack Obama marry Michelle, or not Michelle Obama, but because Michelle Obama's wicked, but on surface she look righteous. She dress, she cover up. But imagine Barack Obama marrying Cherokee the porn star, or Pinky the porn star, right? And he come out with her dressed half naked as his wife. That will snatch his status as the president, because your woman is a reflection of you. So if Michelle Obama started tweaking, twerking, and acting like a hood rat, talking ghetto, that will fuck Barack Obama up. And that's going to courtship, because the eagle deal with courtship too. But that's another lesson, right? So you not flying at your potential. It's like, yo, what the fuck you doing down there with them? That could be being with worldly people, or that could be being with brothers that's unlearned. New brothers. Not saying they're not part of the elect, but new brothers that's unlearned, right? Or, to keep it real with you, like, I've been cursed out. Like, they're like, hey, man, what the fuck you doing over there? Because other eagles, they know, if you are eagle, they know your potential. Like, yo, you deserve to have your own camp. You deserve to be over here. You deserve to, you should be doing this and that. because other eagles see you as an eagle and they know your potential, right? So another thing is the birds you chilling with that's low level, the ravens and the crows, they don't like your ass. They gonna hate on you. Why? Right. Okay, that's another point. I was just looking at my notes. Right? They hate on you because you an eagle. So they know like, yo, you not like us. You not one of us. So, but we glad that you here. Maybe the other eagles come down here and give us some of their food or whatever. Right? So you of a different caliber. You of a different breed. Right? It's a wise saying. Other people will always undervalue you. But just make sure you're not one of them. Right? So as many people that will see you for what you're not worth, just make sure you don't see yourself for that, because that's devastating, right? Now, with eagles, ravens, and crows, the raven and the crow will ride the back of an eagle. You can look all this up. That raven and the crow will ride an eagle's back for two reasons. One, it pecks at the eagle's back, to agitate it, to try to make them leave. Why? Because eagles are a threat to their young ones, and they nest and they habitat. So anytime an eagle come and swing low enough into a raven's or a crow's habitat, it's it's allergy season, springtime rolling around. Also, it's a double, triple things keeping me from doing this lesson, but I'm gonna push through. The ravens and the crows try to run them out of there. They can't fuck with the eagles, so they team up and they come in abundance. And that's how you know you an eagle, right? I actually seen this before with myself. And I'm not trying to big up myself, but this testimony, I have no other testimony to give but this one, and it's with me. Brothers had a problem with me, right? It wasn't a substantiated problem where I was wrong. It was just a perspective. And if they really brought it to me and they went to trial, meaning counsel or something like that, it would have been like, yo, bro, you just tripping. What the fuck? Like, chill out. Like, the elder ain't do nothing wrong. Right? But they didn't do that. What they did was they found other people that was weak like them, and they teamed up to come against you. So the same thing that ravens and crows do, right? When people like the lion and the hyena mindset, right? Hyenas group up to attack a lion. But a male lion, even a female lion, gonna address you by themselves. It's all about what? Mentality, right? So the ravens ride the back of the eagle. And what they do is when he fly low enough, they start pecking at his fucking neck and his spinal cord. And why they ride his back? Because if they ride in front of him, his beak and his talons could easily crush and kill him. So, but guess what the eagle do? The eagle, man, I want to own one of these birds, but I probably get locked the fuck up or some shit like that. But, or like, if I could like train one to fly to me once in a while, would be like relaxing. Maybe in the kingdom, right? But the eagle don't respond to what the ravens and the crows trying to agitate them. What the eagle does is it flies to high, it spreads its wings open more, and it flies to higher altitudes. And as it goes up, the ravens can't breathe up there. This is a deep lesson. I'm breaking it down a little fucked up because I haven't fully processed it, but I haven't did a video. The Lord set me down. I'm home for today and maybe even tomorrow. So I'm like, okay, let me get with the program, so to say, right? So the eagle flies to higher altitudes, 8,000 feet, 10,000 feet. And as he go up high, the crow's like, "Now, I can't breathe up here." And they fall off to their altitude. And now the eagle is no longer agitated. What does that mean? Do not let insignificant people discourage you, make you argue with them, make you fight with them, make you even tell them anything. Why? Because they're insignificant. It's a wise saying. It's better to be attacked and slandered than ignored. Why? If somebody straight up ignore you, that means like, it's kind of like you don't exist. But if someone argue with you, Eve like that feedback a lot. If someone like argue with you, hey, they pick fights with you and you give them that feedback, they know they're draining your energy. And energy is something you need to focus, to work out, to do other productive things, to study, to do other productive things in your life. So the whole point is the whole point is that the eagle, it flies to higher altitudes to get rid of the ravens and the crows. It don't get agitated. It don't get frustrated. It just go places where they can't go. Case in point, if you got worldly people around you, I actually seen this. If you have worldly people around you, you might say, I'm going to camp, right? So if you go to camp for 3 hours, they ain't going to want to come. So the reason they ain't going to want to come, it's all good, bro. Just like turn it down. Right. Brother slid back through Salaki. Right. So the reason they ain't gonna want to come because it's an uncomfortable environment, just like the crows and the ravens. They can't breathe up there. Now, of course, somebody could breathe at camp, but they can't spiritually breathe at camp. Or if you tell somebody like, yo, I'm leaving Connecticut. I'm going to Alaska to live in the woods for a year. And they be like, well, how the fuck you going to pay your cell phone bill? You be like, well, I don't need no cell phone bill. I just need a peace of mind. And they be like, oh, hell no, you bugging. Then they're going to think of fear, right? But one thing about eagles, they're fearless. They are apex predator. They don't have any other animal that's hunting them besides human beings, right? So they might say, what about the bears? So you might say, or you might feel, oh, fuck the bears. Bears eat berries and shit like that. If a bear attack me, it's the Lord's will. Or I got my 10 millimeter hard cast, 250 grain bullet, put one down. Or I got my 12 gauge. I'm going to be hunting out there anyway. They'd be like, hell no, man. Hell no. We ain't going out there. Nigga, you crazy. Right? So now you was able to go to an altitude to where they can't go. Or you might say, yo, I'm going to live in the Philippines. Oh man, people getting killed out there, people getting kidnapped and robbed and shit like that. So their fears as a raven or a crow prevents them from coming to where you at. But as long as you on their level, they're gonna agitate you, they're gonna frustrate you. Right? So those just a couple of examples, carnally and spiritually, right? And you don't want them to take your energy and all that. Also, the eagle and the crows the ravens and the crows don't always pick at the eagle. Sometimes they just ride his back for a free ride. Right? They're like, yo, this motherfucker. An eagle flies 40 to 60 miles per hour just on the coast. If he's diving down, they could reach up to like 80 to 100 miles an hour on a dive. So these crows and ravens, they kind of like, yo, if I get on the back of this eagle, I could get to this side of town for free. I could save energy, I could coast through the landscape without worrying about, wasting my energy or stuff like that, right? So that's what they do. So to tie that to the point, you got people that will, if you kind of like a resourceful brother, if you kind of got like this light or energy about you got people in and out of the truth, I must add, that will harvest your energy or use you for whatever benefit they see. It's a wise saying, right? And this saying kind of hurts a little bit, but it's true. People are not loyal to you. They are loyal to the benefits they're getting from you or see themselves getting from you. And it's like, God, when I heard that, I was like, oh, shit, that hurts. Because a lot of times you think people are loyal to you. Like a friend of mine, right, from my childhood, I thought he was loyal to me. But he loved dogs. I got a breed of dogs that people would love to get their hands on if you know about dogs. But I told him I'm not breeding my dog anytime soon. He used to call me like once or twice a week. I thought he was calling me to check on me. But come to find out, once I told him I'm not breeding my dog anytime soon, and I'm probably never breed her, which is something I should do, because she's a good dog, and her bloodline is immaculate. But he stopped calling me. I haven't heard from him in over a month. And I said, wow, he was just seeking for a puppy for my dog. Because whatever I bred her with wouldn't have been no bullshit. People want $2,000 to breed, $5,000 to breed. Depend on the puppy deal, right? So he was seeking these things. So one thing the ravens and the crows would do with the eagle, they would pinch off of him. Or they would know like, yo, this is a way bigger bird, and this bird eats a lot, but it might not eat everything it catches, right? It might be leftovers. So if we follow him long enough, we can eat off of the scraps and the residue of his feeding. We don't have to hunt. We don't have to do nothing. And you have people like that in the world and in the truth, that they don't want to camp. They don't want to do lessons. They don't want to do shit for the Lord, to be honest. But their way of doing something for the Lord is following you if you're an eagle. Meaning that you're going to leave scraps and things behind for them to eat off of. And they're going to count that as, these are my works for the Lord. So that's the mentality of more of a raven and of a crow. Because them crows, all animals of the Lord is good in their own aspects. But them crows could really be fucking annoying to an extent. But it all depends on how you look at it, though, right? It's all on perspective, right? But then you also got people like the crows follow the raven. I mean, the crows and the ravens follow the eagle. You also have people that would hang around for basically not just the residue of food you leave, but your light, your energy, your connections, people you know. But at the end of the day, they don't give a fuck about you. But you don't know that because it's like a image that's being put on, right? So, but these are things you can learn from the eagle, right? It's multiple aspects, right? But it's kind of like, yo, this bird is our rivals. We don't like them, but we're going to use them for what we can get and then discard them because we trying to reach the next level. I'm not willing to work to get there. I'm not willing to sacrifice to get there. I'm not willing to go through the hardships that this eagle went through to get there. But if I could use this eagle, take advantage of this eagle, and put myself in a certain position just from being around them, we're going to do that. But at the end of the day, if this eagle was dying and needs some food, I won't give him shit. And that's the mentality as far as why the ravens and the crows follow the eagle. To agitate him and also to take advantage of his lifestyle. Right. The third reason is ravens and crows take advantage of, not take advantage. The ravens and the crows, right? Anytime an eagle come around, the ravens and the crows look at them as a threat. Why? Because of their food source, right? They kind of will eat the same thing. So it's like, yo, as long as this eagle is around, the food source is going to be anything that pop up they eat, this motherfucker gonna have first dibs on it. Right? And they're juveniles, right? An eagle will like eat a baby crow or raven or kill it or take their eggs. Right? So they're like, yo, we gotta get this fucking eagle up out of our territory because this eagle will destroy our young. Meaning they are a threat to their habitat. So the nature of the eagle with the crows and the ravens, they get that eagle up out of there because it's a threat. So what does that mean? In life, you could be a threat to someone's survival, right? If you a good looking motherfucker in shape and you dress well and you come around some regular dudes that's probably fat or whatever, and y'all going out to get girls or hang out, they ain't gonna want to go out with you. Why? Because women are opportunists. So they're gonna feel like, well, I was gonna talk to you, but who your friend is over there, right there, right? And that cancels out. Or if you was to get a job, one of the reasons why people hate you is because they see you as a threat to them or they see you as their competition. It shouldn't be like that, but that's just how shit is, right? They see you as a threat or they see you as a competition. So with the ravens and the crows and the eagles, they look at them like, look, we could have a lot more to eat if this fucking eagle was around. So based off of your light, based off of your potential and your skill set, other people view you as a threat. So they do little agitating shit to get around, to get you from around them. Just like the crow peck at the neck of the eagle. Talaka. They would do something like this. Say you an animal lover and they was an ex-dog fighter. What they would do is they would talk about dog fighting in front of you or how they used to dog fight to agitate you so you could leave, right? But they would never do nothing too direct because they feared you. Not in the sense that you're going to beat their ass or some shit like that, but they fear you in the sense of intelligence or other levels or other ways. Right? So I'm going to close it out right there. It was a little add-on. Eagles do partner with other eagles, but it's not like that. It's kind of more rare. But a lot of times it's just to find a food source. It's just to find, fly a different direction, find a food source or something like that. So even though you might be able to stand alone, you're not too prideful where you on some shit like, fuck it, I'ma just be alone, right? You're not just like, it's just me, fuck everybody. But you know you can do it if need be, and if you need help, you seek the help, right? So the eagle has the self-confidence to stand alone and be alone, and for the most part, he's alone. But when it's time to group up and be with brothers or the other eagles, you do that. And that's kind of how life is for like a brother in the truth, right? And to an extent. And when it's time, like if it's real cold and eagles want to be warm, they would like group up with each other. Because the body heat help keep you warm. It's either that or hyperventilate and fucking die, right? So it's not too much pride to where you can't shack up. But for the most part, they territorial and they loners. You know, but I'm going to close it out with that. I'm going to come back with another aspect of analyzing the eagle and its different perspectives. But Lord willing, that was edifying to the elect. I'm just viewing my notes. That pretty much covered it. Because I'm just, like I said, I'm just digesting this. Some of these parts are going to be shorter than others, but certain aspects, it's got more meat on the bone. So this part one, I'm going to come back with part two. Lord willing, that was edifying to the elect. Shalom. Yahweh Shem Shabbat Shalom.